Yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Manny here and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we will be talking about the market. This is another market update for you guys and we're going to be talking about the implications of Black Friday. So what that's going to do for actually buying and selling of players and when the best time to buy or sell players are. Now, for example, if you were to look at certain players' prices, because today being Sunday, today also being the day of rewards for squad battles and also being the last day of weekend league, basically means that there is going to be a second wave of sell-off. So last week we actually saw some cards like Neymar exactly 1 week ago hit as low as 950,000 coins. He went back up to 1.1 mil, and now I believe he's come back down to less than a mil again. So if you search for Neymar, he himself is near enough about that 1 mil mark. So yeah, he's 999,998, probably 995. You can probably get him at 980 if you really tried. However, what this does show for the market is that there is a huge decline. Now, is there going to be another crash? I do think that the market will start to crash now, especially for these meta players. Now, a lot of these people will be trying to buy back these players like Neymar, the Mbappe for next week. Now, do I think that these cards are good value? Yes, I do right now, because I feel like on Black Friday themselves, towards the end of Black Friday, the day of Black Friday, these prices will boom. And I'm not saying that these prices won't crash later, they probably will, but as an investment point of view for this week, if you guys were to pick up these cards today or tomorrow, you guys can be looking at a fairly comfortable 50k profit at least. So you'll probably see players like Mbappe who are super low as well. I think he's at less than 1.3 now, or less than 1.4, because he's been sitting firmly around about that 1.5k mark. So he's right now 1.31, which is very cheap. He's basically 1.3 mil, and for a player of this stature, I mean, you can probably see him hitting 1.4 at least, this card. If you guys were to look at out of pack rule breakers, now rule breakers are cards that have been super like easy or rare to trade with, because not many people have packs. These guys weren't really being packed that much, so they still got that hype, they still got that demand. Di Maria actually fluctuates between 360 and 380 every single weekend league, and his price basically remains the same. Now right now, Di Maria is actually a really good price. I mean, I'm thinking about maybe monitoring this card's price and seeing if we can get him for at least 320,000 coins, because come next week we'll be able to sell this card during Black Friday, because his card will not be in the best of unless EA do something outrageous and say, you know what, the best of is going to be different this year. It's going to be road to the finals, it's going to be rule breakers, which has never ever happened in any FIFA. So what can you expect with these cards? I mean, you can expect cards like Di Maria, even Calhanoglu, Marcus Llorente to absolutely increase or rapidly rise in price. Now, for example, this card here, this card fluctuates between 450 sometimes and then booms up to even 600k. Now, I've seen points during weekend league where this card has been selling at 600,000 coins, and that's not because his card is super meta or super good. It's also because his card is super rare, and rule breakers have that allure, that appeal of being so rare. And that is why, like, Team 1 Road to the Final, loads of people waiting or saving their packs for Road to the Final. So that's why you've got them a little bit more accessible. Now, a lot of people have been asking about this Klosterman. When do I think a good price is? I still think that today, for most of these special cards, is a really good time to buy. Maybe not at the current price he is at now, at 360, I believe. Let's just double check. So his price is 390. He can probably, if he hits 360, I would really be looking at this card and being like, okay, you know what, that is a decent investment. We're going to add him to our transfer targets to see if we can probably pick him up for 360,000 coins. Now, do I think that this card could potentially hit 400k? Maybe, because when Black Friday comes out, there will be lightning rounds, which also means that there'll be more coins on the market. Now, this weekend, you can absolutely imagine cards like Klosterman, cards like Zakaria, all these road to the final cards to potentially crash, because they fluctuate a lot. they fluctuate a lot, which means that when there is supply on the market, loads of people panic sell them to try and buy them back at a cheaper price, when a lot of the time when people panic sell cards, the prices actually tend to go up after the initial panic. So cards like this, Klosterman, I could probably see him hitting 400k. I'm not going to give you an exact reading, but I can see him hitting in excess of 400,000 coins. So what does this mean, guys? It means that cards that are going to basically be out of packs for Black Friday will absolutely, or should absolutely, go up in price. But players that are like gold team of the week, Messi for example, his card is someone, or cards like this, like a gold team of the week, Bruno second in form, or Rashford, these cards are the ones that I would stay away from. However, a team of the week central Messi for 1.2 mil I think is way too cheap. So do I think that his price might increase throughout the week? Maybe. I can't guarantee it, but I just think that price is too good to be true as well. His inform is cheaper than Ronaldo's card, which I still don't understand, but it's also because loads of people had their packs saved up for this team of the week, and also loads of people probably have this card, or a few people have this card as an untradeable. Now, what does this mean for the market? What does this mean for Messi? Now, a ton of Messis could be in supply on Black Friday, which means that his price could actually go down further. So him being at 1.2 mil now, he could potentially hit 1.1, and then you could be looking to invest in cards like this. But cards, even Alain Saint-Maximin, he's fully down. So if you guys did want to do a quick flip on some of these cards, like even Messi, you could probably do a quick flip on selling for 1.3. Alain Saint-Maximin's down at 315 again, which is a very low price, especially for this card. Like, he went up to 390,000 coins and kept his value around about that 370k mark throughout the last 4 weeks. So for his card to go back down by that much, I feel like obviously he's probably going to be back in the best of. And if he's not in the best of because of his rating, his price could absolutely fly again. So guys, what I'm basically telling you within this video is that there are a lot of moves to be made. And today, if you guys are looking to buy out of pack specials, buy out of pack cards that you know you can flip next week. Now, what I mean by you can flip next week, so cards that are in demand, cards that they don't need to be expensive, they can be cheap as well. Like for example, this card here, this card's in demand. Now you could look at rule breaker cards, and then you could look at Kamara, and you can be like, oh wow, this card is super cheap. Now, am I saying that 60k is a good price to buy this card? I actually do think that 60k is a relatively good price, because when Black Friday is out, people will be like, okay, cool, where can I spend my money? What players to buy? And there aren't many good League left backs. And now that he strong links to that Bamba card, he gets a strong link to Mbappe, he gets a strong link to literally any central French midfielder, he gets a strong link to, I think he gets a strong link to Renato as well, because they're in the same club. So there are a lot of options, or there are a lot of potentials for investments right now. Now, ones to watch as well have been hit by this. Like for example, maybe it's just because of the matches, but ones to watch, Alex Telles, he was in the starting lineup yesterday, so his price obviously boomed. But I saw his price go down like drastically below 100k. Let's see if he's back down to below. Yeah, so he's back down at around about 95, and he was considering that he was at 100,000 coins literally yesterday. Of course, he played his game. He didn't, like, United didn't do so well. He didn't get man of the match. His performance wasn't great, and his price actually boomed up to 115, 120. So the fact that his price has crashed, by normally when they don't play, their game day price drops by like 5 to 10k, especially this card, because I've been monitoring Telles for a while. If he doesn't play, his card normally goes down by 5 to 10,000 coins, right? But this time his card has actually gone down by almost 30,000 coins, and I think that this card is one to probably watch. If he hits that 90k or even 85k mark, you could potentially see a really good deal. And Werner as well is another one. I mean, he did get an assist, but obviously not enough to warrant a good performance. He is one that actually went as high as 880,000 coins yesterday. and he's been consistent even if he doesn't play well at 880,000 coins, and now he's firmly at 790 on the market, which means that this card could potentially go down even further. And if this card does hit 750 throughout the week, this will be an absolute steal, because his card could potentially rise again to 800 plus. Now his team of the week, however, might be in the best of, and that could be causing a little bit of panic. But because this is a live item, if that does happen and that does cause for this card to go up in price or down in price, then I would potentially look at this card as a potential trend investment. So get in, get out. And another thing, I don't think the inform would actually affect this price so much, because this is a live item, and if one good performance and this could boom. So maybe it might crash it initially, but if he's starting or if he's about to play a game, his price will rocket back up to 800 plus at the very least. So yeah guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with some of your friends if you need any help with any market updates. And make sure to follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, and all my links will be down in the description below. Please do check them out. Till next time guys, in a bit.